your kind of company.
Tonight on CTV3 News, bullet lodged in Elmer K's head is removed. State of emergency implemented in Southside Belize City and specific sections of the Coyote District. Immigration officer charged for extortion, and the North's delegation for the Miss Universe Belize prepares to take the stage. These are some of the stories we have for you tonight in our newscast for Tuesday, March 26th, 2024.
The innovator in you with Dell. Cellular World is an authorized partner for Dell Technologies. Whether you're looking for equipment for personal use or to transform your business, Dell Technologies can provide you with the right equipment to suit your needs. Dell is more than just desktop computers and laptops. The full line also includes monitors, data storage solutions, keyboards, docking stations, and other accessories. This is technology that makes it possible and provides solutions for every situation. Shop for your Dell products at Cellular World, your #1 Dell authorized partner in Belize, and get all the technology you want for less. Bring your brightest ideas to life with intelligent technology. Cellular World, authorized Dell partner.
Introducing Max, the one to watch when you want the best content and an enhanced experience. Starting February 27, if you have HBO, you'll have access to Max.
Just a few years ago, agriculture in Belize was a dying industry. Dying because of a drought in government assistance and a lack of vision which left farmers struggling to survive and feed their families. Today, all that has changed with new leadership in the Ministry of Agriculture, Food Security and Enterprise. For the first time in the nation's history, Belize has been recognized as a regional giant for its work towards self-sufficiency, being able to feed our people on what we grow here. As a result of the ministry's thrust towards diversification, crops such as avocado, pitaya, soursop, cucumber, tomatoes, potatoes, rice, corn, and many others have all shown significant spikes in production. The best part of this is that it is our small farmers who have contributed to this push for diversification with the ministry's guidance, and it is the small farmers who are benefiting. The Ministry of Agriculture, Food Security and Enterprise, moving forward with leadership that works for our farmers, for the industry, and for the nation.
Yes, I give her 50 times ending, now me have to pay.
Where you going, bruh? The who they stress you out again, Namule?
Boy, I don't believe at the fool again.
Again?
But I mess up this time for real, for real. You really want to know?
Yes.
I want yeah.
Can't make it a big deal.
We know
Sean,
what that.
I know how you going now.
Oh, man.
You really want to know?
Yeah?
Take my plan, and I give her. I take my plan, and put it in a shinee.
You know she did?
Wait, so tell me something. You still pay for this plan?
Yeah. But hear this. This plan, I can't left this plan. Smart Belize. This plan, I can't left this plan, yeah. This plan, I can't left this plan. Postpaid plan. This plan, I can't left this plan. With Smart Belize, it's unlimited data. Smart Choice plan can light up your day. Postpaid with eSIM, make everything better. Just visit Smart Showrooms today. Boom! can't let this plan. I can't let this plan. Can't let this plan. I can't let this plan. Affordable for everyone. I can't let this plan. The post-paid plan, cause the data really strong.
Man caller, you know why? Listen, for the best post and prepaid. You know that smart catch,
My bad. Wrong commercial. She could left me for another man. The truth, once I have my plan, once I have my smart plus plan, I no worry cause the data strong. I know when the bleed, that's all I need. And you could tell me where you are, but I never left this plan. Smart have the best services. We post your plan have everything, so you could talk and text unlimited. Come set up your group. We got share plan 1 and 2. Up to 10 friends can connect anywhere. Boom! I can't left this plan. I can't left this plan. The post-paid plan, cause the data really strong. Don't dig it down, 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 don't dig it. Smart, bringing people together.
Belize Rural High School, Ladyville Technical High School, San Pedro High School, Belmopan Comprehensive School, the biggest secondary school in the country, Mr. Speaker. The biggest secondary school, Belmopan Comprehensive School, bursting at the seams. Mopan Technical High School, Valley of Peace SDA Academy, Shunush San Viator Vocational High School, Escuela Secundaria Técnica Mexico, Belize High School of Agriculture, Orange Walk Technical High School, Bella Vista Government Secondary School, and Julian Cho Technical High School. So all across the country, and I have said to my colleagues, and I say it here to the Belizean people, this project is coming to every corner of our country.
Good evening. With your news also simulcast on Fiesta FM 106.7, I am Joanna Rodriguez. The Ministry of Home Affairs, through the Belize Police Department, has announced areas within Belize City and the Cayo District emergency areas. This comes following an increase in gun-related crimes in these areas over the past few weeks. Statutory Instrument 58 of 2024 states a public emergency has arisen in the part of Belize consisting of the part of Belize City known as the South Side, and which is specified in Schedule 1, and in the part of Belize known as Hattieville area, Roaring Creek Village, Another World area, Roaring Creek Village, and Young Bank area, Camalote Village, all in the Cayo District. This was done under a 1-month proclamation of a state of emergency, SOE, that came into effect this morning and expected to extend for a minimum of 30 days. Following this declaration over the past 24 hours, police will, with assistance from the Belize Defense Force, launch an operation to round up known gang members and criminal elements, particularly within the south side of Belize City.
A state of emergency was declared this morning, covering the almost entire south side Belize City and the Hattieville and Another World area of Roaring Creek Village, as well as Young Bank area of Camalote Village. And so we also have police and BDF operating in Hattieville, in Roaring Creek and Camalote, picking up those persons who we believe are part and parcels of the flare-up of gun violence in the Belmopan area. Here in Belize City, you would know that we have had a spate of shootings, two of which were fatal, and we have, I believe, about 2 other persons who are currently admitted in the hospital in a critical condition. Those were shot on Sunday in the Genosha Boulevard area. And so due to the flare-up of gun violence in the city, as well as in the Rowing Creek and the Kamalote area, the state of emergency was declared, and we are now going after those persons who we believe are part and parcel of those flare-ups.
This most recent SOE, according to the commissioner, is targeted at a small number of figures who have been flagged, and so the commissioner today also assured residents that their livelihoods will in no way be affected by this proclamation.
That the SOE must use as a measure of last resort. I don't think that any reasonable Belizean would ever say that the government and the police is not doing enough. We have an entire LIU program which is geared towards helping young people, to help those young men who are caught up, to see how they can come out of living that lifestyle. We are doing interventions. They are given employment opportunity. So the truth is that the government and the police is trying. But again, we all know that there are going to be those persons who will not want to live a peaceful life and may continue to live that violent lifestyle. And so the SOU is geared at going after those persons. The amount of persons we expect to be detained from the SOE is not a huge number. It's going to be a small number of persons because we just want to be able to pluck out the bad seeds and allow those other persons who are part of the LIU program and are productive to continue to do so.
And while the implementation of a state of emergency is done as a last resort, Compol Williams says the department must work to stop the resurgence of gang activity in these areas before it is too late.
These flare-ups are going to happen occasionally, and we have to be able to have the right approach in dealing with it. As I have said to the minister when we discussed the SOE, that it had reached a stage where if we don't do something, then the cancer is going to spread further, and then the other gangs are going to feel like, oh, over there is flaring up and nothing's been done to them, so better we have we own thing too. So we have to ensure that we do something that is measurable and that is going to bring some calm. Again, these young men who are going to be detained under the SOE, the intention is, one, to have them investigated by CIB because many of them are being accused of shootings or even murders, and then some of them are also being accused of being a member of a gang. So the CIB are going to be able to follow up on those shootings and murders investigation, while the GI3 will be able to follow up on the gang issue to see if we'll be able to come up with charges to charge them for being a member of a gang. The SOE gives us that ability because one of the things that we are getting from witnesses when we have these shootings is that they fear to cooperate with the police because they fear retributions coming from those persons who are accused of committing these shootings and murders. So with them being in prison, it will be able to give people the opportunity to be able to speak freely to the police without having to worry about repercussion from those persons who are involved in these crimes.
On March 9, 2024, Elmer K was shot at by custom officers in the Corozal district around 5:30 a.m. K ended up with a bullet lodged to his back and one to his head. He was rushed to the nearest hospital where doctors were able to retrieve the bullet that was embedded in his back, but the bullet in his head was unable to be relieved. K was then rushed to Orange Walk and then to Belize City, where doctors at the KHMH told his family that they could not provide the medical attention he needed. As a result, K was then transported across the border to Mexico at a private medical facility where he could not be admitted due to financial constraints. The good news tonight is that K has been able to receive the assistance needed, and the bullet was removed from the back of his head last week, Sunday, March 17, 2024, at a public hospital in Playa del Carmen, Quintana Roo, Mexico. Our news team visited the common-law wife of Elmer K, Flor Carcamo, at his residence in Chanchen Village. She declined an interview on camera but told us, however, that Keme is now out of the hospital and still in recovery mode at his family's place in Chetomal. He still complains of headaches and discomfort to both his eyes. Doctors are unable to say whether Keme will be able to regain his complete vision. But even though Keme is out of the woods, the family is still in need of funding to clear out some outstanding medical bills. On the other hand, the circumstances surrounding the incident where Elmer K was injured by custom officers are still being investigated by officials here in Belize. A Belizean immigration officer has been arrested and charged with extortion after a Jamaican visitor alleged misconduct. 27-year-old Janai Shandi Richards, who arrived in Belize on Friday, March 15th, claims he was threatened with denied entry unless he surrendered $3,000 to the officer. Following the complaint, police detained multiple immigration officers for investigation. Yesterday, 32-year-old Monique Maisha Escalante of Santa Rita Heights, Corozal, was formally charged with extortion. Escalante pled not guilty in court and was offered bail of $8,000, which she met. Bail was offered on the grounds that she surrenders her travel documents to the court. Yesterday, when Escalante's attorney spoke to the media about the case, she outlined that her client is being utilized by others of the department.
The first thing I'll say is that it's interesting what is happening. If the department believes there's a problem up at the airport, they need to look into it beyond trying to use my client as a scapegoat. And I say that because the second thing is that the facts as is being stated is very questionable. Because according to the records that they will have there is that Mr. Richards, who is claiming or making these allegations, came into the country on the 15th of March. And I saw the report gave the impression that as this alleged incident happened, he ran to the police to get help. That's not true. He went to the police the 20th of March, and what the department and people who are concerned are not saying is that he only made a report after he tried to leave Belize through the Belize-Mexico border. And the immigration officers there stopped him, and then he came up with this story. A very important thing on the point of this person, Mr. Richards, that made the allegation. When he came into this country, he said that he would be staying at Belcove Hotel, that he would leave Belize the 22nd of March via the same airline going through Panama. He attempts to leave Belize through Mexico border, Belize-Mexico border. What the senior officials need to tell us, the public, is where is he? Where's the record that he left? Because the real scam is not what they're accusing my client of doing. The real scam is who in the department is running the rocket to help people to get through to the border, to leave this country and transit to Mexico. That's where the real issue is. Like I said, my client is just the scapegoat. So I think they need to account and give proof if this man has left the jurisdiction. And if he hasn't, based on what he declared as the reason he's coming in, where are the charges against him?
A rare instance of a boy facing unlawful sexual intercourse by the opposite sex has been reported to police. On Sunday, March 24th, about 3:30 p.m., the minor, 15 years old, was drinking alcoholic beverages along with his uncle at an address in Fabers Road, Belize City, when about 4 p.m. his uncle fell asleep. 2 hours later, an adult female friend of his uncle's common-law wife, whom he does not know, arrived at the house, grabbed his hand, and took him inside a dark room within his uncle's house where they had sexual intercourse. A police investigation is underway. Coming up next, we'll tell you what the Belize Police Department has in line for the long Easter weekend in regards to the sale of liquor. Stay tuned.
The story of the Ministry of Agriculture, Food Security and Enterprise under the leadership of Honorable Jose Abelardo Mai is one of service to our farmers. and to all productive sectors in the industry. That was not the case under the previous administration, when the rice mill in Big Falls closed production in 2015, resulting in a loss of employment for farmers and opportunities for economic growth in that district. All that changed in 2022, when the Big Falls rice mill was reopened by this administration. Thanks to the work of the ministry, through the Belize Marketing and Development Corporation, the mill is thriving, and in 2023 purchased 1.8 million pounds of paddy from 200 farmers in the Toledo district. That is real vision and real work. But even more than that, it is about looking out for our people. The Ministry of Agriculture, Food Security and Enterprise, moving forward with leadership that works for our farmers, for the industry, and for the nation.
Shop smart for your Samsung devices in Belize and enjoy benefits you won't get anywhere else. When you shop locally for your Samsung, all your devices will be covered by a 1-year local warranty. You won't get that when shopping with the other guys. When in doubt, always look for the Cellular World seal to know you're getting the real deal. Shop with confidence and enjoy your Galaxy knowing that it can be repaired locally at our Samsung Service Center by certified Samsung technicians using original parts and machinery. Even better, enjoy the best LTE experience in Belize, knowing that your Samsung devices are compatible with major local carrier networks. Get the ultimate Samsung Galaxy experience only when you shop from authorized Samsung resellers nationwide.
One day, we decided to gather everyone who loves The Last of Us in one place. The naked and afraid fans, and well, everyone who loves realities. The ones who don't like spoilers, and the ones who do. And those who love Barbie and Peppa Pig. That place is called Max. Well, it's not an actual place. It's on your screens, and there's room for everyone. Max is here to bring you more of the stories that you love. Max, the one to watch.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Anthony Smith, and I'm here to introduce OneLink Mobile. OneLink Mobile is not just an app, it's a future way of payments in Belize. It's easy, it's fast, you can download it right now. Guys, if you don't believe me, let me pass you on to the lovely Miss Gomez, who can tell you a little bit more about the app.
Thank you for the introduction. Good morning, everyone. At Heritage Bank, our vision is to become the premier financial institution with cutting-edge technology that simplifies the financial life of our customers. The inception of OneLink Mobile aligns perfectly with this vision. We're excited about this strategic partnership because OneLink Mobile ensures each transaction is safe and private. Our joint efforts will put a powerful, user-friendly financial tool in the hands of the public. We feel that OneLink Mobile makes banking convenient like never before. By linking your debit or credit card, you can make payments to merchants and other OneLink users anywhere. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Anthony.
Thank you, Ms. Gomez, for those great insights about OneLink Mobile. Now I want to pass you on to Mr. Sidney, who's an entrepreneur that's been using the OneLink Mobile.
Good day, everyone. My name is Sidney Perifit. I'm a licensed tour guide and also a construction consultant, among other things. And I want to tell you about OneLink Mobile. It is going to be a cash app that is going to revolutionize the way we make payments here in Belize. You can receive payments from abroad with just a click. So no longer do you have to wait for deposits. When you're booking tours, clients can pay you from their home. Also, in every other aspect, locally, you can make payments to each other face-to-face from the comfort of your own home. No longer do you have to transact with cash, worry about money wiring, etc. All of this is going to be in the palm of your hand. OneLink is going to revolutionize the way we do payments here. All right, back to you, Anthony.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sidney. Guys, if you don't have OneLink Mobile, get it right now, guys. It's free. You can download it right now. It's going to change the way how you pay in Belize. It's the future of Belize, guys.
Real leadership is about creating opportunities for our farmers, traditional and non-traditional. And with the Honorable Jose Abelardo May at the helm, the Ministry of Agriculture, Food Security and Enterprise has made unprecedented strides. Through the Belize Marketing and Development Corporation, beekeepers have been provided with information, training, and assistance to build a thriving new subsector in Belize. The BMDC also purchases and markets the honey. Currently, the BMDC is also assisting farmers from 3 districts by purchasing mango, dragon fruit, passion fruit, and soursop pulp. Belizeans can enjoy these fruits all year round, and the tourism industry has a year-round supply of delicious, wholesome Belizean fruit. This is innovation at its best. That is real vision and real work. But even more than that, it is about looking out for our people. The Ministry of Agriculture, Food Security and Enterprise, moving forward with leadership that works for our farmers, for the industry, and for the nation.
The budget debate wrapped up at around minutes to 7 on Friday evening with the Prime Minister rebutting points outlined by the opposition. During his closing remarks, Prime Minister John Bresenio outlined the work of his party and those that are yet to be accomplished.
I know the leader of the opposition now said that if we on this side we're so confident about our victory, we should call elections now. Now, let me tell you something. We could call the elections right now, but you know what, Madam Speaker?
Let the Prime Minister please do his wrap-up.
Madam Speaker, we are not cocky on this side. We not take the people for granted. The people elected us to work for them. We are not just about win election like what your father used to do. Remember? Call quick snap election for her child win elections. No, we have work. We want to continue to work for the people. We have a budget. We're only 3 years in our term. Yes, you had 3 elections in what? In 7 years. 3 elections in 7 years. We will not do that. The people elect me for work for them. And from day one, we have been working every single day. And everybody, and even the UDP, they tell you that Belize is better off under a People's United Party government. We have more homes to build. We have more land to give. We have more streets to build. We have more bridges to build. We have more scholarships to build. We have more schools to build. We got more water system to give. We have to expand electricity. We have to create more jobs. But the one I take the most issue with, the one where it really, really bothers me, is that when he is going to criticize the increase of minimum wage. You will criticize that because you have never been on minimum wage. Because if you were working for minimum wage and have to provide for your family, you'd have never said what you said here in this house. How could you not celebrate the fact that when you raise from what, it was over 350, how much was it? 330. How much? 350? 330. Yes. When the minimum wage was at 330 and went up to $5, over 40,000 Belizeans benefited. And yes, when we spoke to the IMF, they said that it has affected a little bit the inflation. Yes, it has. But what you want? Make we continue to have high unemployment and they pay with people on pittance? Well, I rather we raise the salary for the people, even if we have to deal with a little bit of inflation, which is what we're doing because inflation now is going down.
The Social Investment Fund is hosting a series of forums across the country this week geared at engaging small, medium, and large-scale contractors and breaking down the requirements and processes to bid for contracts and giving them the know-how to be successful bidders for projects. The team was in the North on Monday, and today the venue was Belize City, where contractors from across the country were able to access useful information that can benefit their business in the future.
Sometime now, the board of directors, the managers at SIF and the staff have seen the need to increase the pool of contractors. We have seen throughout projects at SIF that it's the same contractors bidding every time. So we want to ensure that we have a space like the one today in which we can invite contractors so that we can answer some of the questions, some of the concerns they have, so that they can start to bid for those projects at SIF.
In terms of transparency when it comes to projects that you guys are involved in, how important is this forum to promote that?
We want to assure contractors that the process is transparent. There are 3 layers of transparency at SIF. One would be our internal supervision through our engineers. We also have the supervision by the consultant, and the third, the supervision will be from the financial institutions such as the CTV or any other institution that is working with us.
Do you have a number of how many contractors are here today?
It's about 30 contractors.
Target, according to SIF, is to assist contractors to be able to successfully be a part of BSIF projects in the future.
The purpose of the workshop is to walk the contractors through the process in terms of when they're filling out the bidding documents. Experiences that what SIF has experienced with contractors is that when they're filling out these documents, there's a lot of errors that are made, and these errors allows them to become non-responsive. And so some of the key areas, the senior procurement officer, the finance and the technical unit coordinator is walking them through are the forms and the errors that they have made. Just say, for example, there is in these bidding documents the price activity schedule. Contractors are not supposed to add any line item on this activity schedule. And so many times you find out that contractors write in information on the activity schedule, and it creates problem with their bid price. Another area we look on is some of the forms. Sometimes the contractor sends in the bid, but they did not include the bid security. And when a bid security is not included, your bid becomes unresponsive. So we are walking them through some of the main areas that we have found problems with, issues that they are having, and then we try to do it in a very easable and understandable manner for them to understand.
The 73rd Miss Universe pageant is scheduled to take place in neighboring Mexico, and Belize will soon elect its queen that will represent us on the world stage. With the Miss Universe Belize pageant scheduled to take place in April, the names of participants have already been revealed. They are Vivian Morales, Myra Cibrian, Fancy Mejia, Halima Hoy, Sheena Gilhari, Money Lee Aspinwall, Maya Lise Wright, Jasmine Ramdas, and last but not least, Miriam Abdul Quaid. The North will be represented by Sheena Gilhari, daughter of Shane and Bernadette Gilhari, owners of the Gilhari 7 Band. While Sheena lives in the U.S., she is temporarily back in Belize to prepare for the pageant. As an advocate for children with disabilities, Sheena plans to use the pageant as a stepping stone to bring to fruition for many projects she has in mind. But even before the exciting night, Sheena is already hard at work. For this coming weekend, she has organized a fundraiser, which she told us about when we caught up with her today.
So the purpose behind it is to provide more resources for the school. So basically, they have some tools for cooking, and the funding and whatever fundraiser that I have for them, they're going to use it towards that.
Okay, and why is it that you chose Maryhill RC School? Is it because it's close to home? I don't know.
Well, for one, I have a sister with a disability, and she went to that exact same school, so it's very close to home for me. So I wanted to give back to the community, and what better way to do that from my hometown, so definitely.
So when is the fundraiser and what the fundraiser is?
So the fundraiser is a combination of just an Easter fundraiser, and it's a barbecue fundraiser. And it's going to be on March 28th at the Corozal town, the Central Park, sorry. And it's going to be at 10:30 a.m. It's going to start, it's going to end at 8 p.m. I'm going to sell barbecue, so that's like the main. Yeah, it's gonna be chicken barbecue. We're gonna have like an extra $4 if you want like sausage or something like that. And they're gonna have like other activities like face painting. There's gonna be a jump house. There's gonna be popcorn. There's gonna be cotton candy, things of that nature. Also a cupcake sale. So there's gonna be a lot of stuff. And also at the same time, there's gonna be live entertainment. So I'm gonna have my mom, Bernadette Gilhari. She's gonna be singing throughout the day, and also other bands, which is I don't want to disclose all the information yet, but yes, there's other stuff that are coming up. So definitely.
And all the funds will be geared towards the fundraiser activity that you're planned for Maryhill.
Yes, it's gonna all be towards the school, because they have told me that some of the resources and tools that they need for a lot of the activities for the children are very lacking. So I just wanted to give back to them. That was my purpose.
You have a main goal. How much do you want to reach with the fundraiser?
Well, I really want to do at least 3,000, but whatever I get, that's gonna get towards them.
And why should people support that fundraiser instead of going elsewhere?
Well, because it's for a worthy cause, and it's for the community, and it's for the children with disabilities, and it's one way or another, it's for them. And whether it's going to be $500 or $1, anything else, it doesn't matter. I think it's just because it's for them, and they really need that funding, and this is why I'm doing this advocacy, because it's not something that's much talked about, things like that. So definitely would really want that support from people. So I'm hoping that people can find it in their hearts to make the time to make it there, or at least try somehow to donate towards the school. That would be much appreciated.
Gilhari says if you are unable to be there for the fundraiser, you can still help. Here is how.
I also have a bank account that they can send it to, but they can feel free to come that day if they want to drop off school supplies, anything of that nature. That would be much welcome. Any form of donation is something that's appreciated, and I'm sure the school is going to be appreciative towards it as well.
Anything else you want to tell us?
I just want to say, well, it's been a whirlwind of preparing for the pageant, but I'm ready, I'm prepared, I'm excited to be on stage, and also I welcome everybody to the fundraiser because it's going to be such fun, and there's going to be so many activities to partake in, so definitely it's going to be amazing.
You can make direct deposits at Atlantic Bank account 211-098-202 under the name of Bernadette Gilhari. Again, March 28, 2024 is the date for the grand fundraiser. Note that all funds will be directed to the Disabilities Program at the Maryhill RC School in Corozal. And in other news, Belize has made history by being the first Caribbean nation to officially ratify the groundbreaking Ocean Biodiversity Agreement under the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea on the Conservation and Sustainable Use of Marine Biological Diversity of Areas Beyond National Jurisdiction (BBNJ) agreement. The global commitment to safeguard 30% of the ocean by 2030 hinges greatly on the implementation of the BBNJ agreement, which spans 2/3 of the world's oceans. This agreement is designed to promote the conservation and sustainable utilization of marine biodiversity, presenting opportunities for deep-sea research, capacity building, and the development and transfer of marine technology, particularly beneficial for small developing countries like Belize. Belize's ratification now sets the pace for the Caribbean's engagement. The nation is actively collaborating with other Caribbean community member states to raise awareness and build momentum for regional participation. A workshop in the Caribbean is scheduled for April 11 to the 12th, 2024, to further bolster the region's efforts towards ratification, with Belize also slated to host a Caribbean BBNJ workshop later in the year. And that's the news. We invite you to join us for another newscast on Wednesday, March 27th here on CTV3 and Fiesta FM 106.7. Remember that to read a text version of the news, you can visit our website at ctv3belizenews.com. You can also log on to our Facebook page for current stories at facebook.com/CTV3BelizeNews or our YouTube channel at CTV3NewsBZ. Remember to wash your hands and remain safe. From all of us here at CTV3 News, thank you for watching and listening. Good night.